Shutoko Revival Project is a mod that I've covered a few times in this channel. It's a mod that doesn't really need an introduction at this point in time. If you like street racing, VMAX, Japanese car culture, this mod will be part of your Assetto Corsa install package. Today's video won't be to cover Shutoko Revival Project per se, but to showcase the public test version available and a few things that come with it. The public test version is available at Shutoko's Discord, the link is available below. At the random callsign community server, we have done a massive test on this track, pushing it to the absolute limit in Assetto Corsa as well. We were able to get over 70 cars with a special mod created by the SRP devs. If you want to make part of our community car meets, leave a like, subscribe, and also join our Discord below. Anyways, on today's video, it's going to be about showing you the graphical improvements, the rain effects implementation on Shutoko, and a new area. There's no better way to show the improvements done on the SRP PTB version, which you can download from the link in the description, other than, to do a show and tell. Still not perfect because the development and some of the improvements are also dependent on other improvements such as rain effects. So the PTB version has now the reflections, the puddle reflections, which are activated. But because of the way that rain effects is now configured with Sol and the reflections feel kind of strange in some areas, but that's fine. When there's a lot of lights, it will be a little bit too bright, even if you turn the reflections a little bit down, which I did. But it's okay, it's under development, and in my opinion, it looks definitely really nice. In terms of lights, I've turned on the lights more for effect, more for video effect than anything else. So we now have the reflections, we have far more signs on the buildings, on the walls, everywhere. There's more signs everywhere. It feels more lived in. So it looks better now because of the improvements they're trying to make. Another thing that they have done is to improve the quality of the surface. It's far smoother in this area, including in Mirai. It's not as bouncy, and it worked surprisingly well with around 60 cars. We tried 70 cars on the server with 170 slots. We could try to put 170 slots, and it worked surprisingly well until, everybody stopped having computer performance behind them to support so many cars. So this version, because it has so many improvements, including on performance, it's definitely far better than the current version of SRP. It still needs to be improved in some areas. There are still some bugs here and there, but what it means is that it's getting to a place where it is very stable to use with a lot of cars, and hopefully in the future we're gonna have that. Now what we're gonna go is to Yoyogi, the new area, not far from here. One thing that I need to notice or need to mention is that these reflections, they're not constant. So if you are outside in the area with no coverage over you, there will be more water standing in the tarmac. But if you go inside the tunnel like this, there's actually less water. It has a little bit of spillover, and then there are some areas where the cover is on and off. So that means you'll have on and off coverage of the puddle. So it works quite nice. Now, for Yoyogi, follow this tunnel, and instead of going to the tunnel in the right that you normally would go over here, go to the right, go over here to the left, and I'm using the indicators because this specific mod supports the indicators present in content shader spot, so that's cool. And we have like a road that goes to the surface area of Yoyogi, and it will take a couple of minutes. It's 5 or 6 kilometers this way, I think. It's not too far away. It has some corners that might be a little bit difficult at high speed, but generally it is fine. And I think the area is very well detailed and includes some improvements, or rather some interesting things, such as a train. There's a train that goes up and down a specific track, and sometimes you can see the train. And also there will be a spawn point closer to the Shinjuku area, which I believe, and might be mistaken, it's the area where also there's the Imperial Palace. We've tried this with a lot of cars. It was really fun. The new area to discover. Maybe one day we can also get Shibuya. It will be interesting to have it. So we do have this big highway, and then it will go to an area where it starts to go up and then go down to surface level. Now we can see the skyline of Shinjuku. Tall buildings. We go up and then we go back to surface area. It's a little bit too dark. Now, after the tunnel, we're gonna hit a big roundabout. I believe this is a business area, and I believe I've been here before. Remember this big roundabout, and the subway is somewhere around here, or the JR. Looks rather well, doesn't it? Looks like a lived-in area, and it's just missing some people going around, walking. And just after the bollards, there is a rest area, which will be the new starting point, a new spawn point if you choose this version of the PTB. Just 500 meters away from the bollards, and we can see it now. This new area on the left. There's still some lights to be added, in my opinion. Feels a little bit dead. Less lived in than others that we've seen. If you want to try out this version of Shutoko Revival Project, go to the link in the description to SRP's Discord and you can download it from there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you'll see new videos and streams as they come out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.